guess I don't really need an incense tonight. I guess I should still welcome. Debbie! Denisha! Woo! Hey guys! Jim Sullivan 86. Hey guys! This is gonna come off in less than 6 seconds here. I already know it. Tonight we're gonna do a Q&A. We're gonna talk about healing. At least for a little bit. Wait a second. I don't think my computer's updated. What the heck? Welcome, guys. I figure let's talk about some healing. Woo! I don't know who will come on. We can invite some guests, whatever. I'm down for whatever. How's everyone feeling? Guys, we have been going through it. It has been rough. I mean, not like rough. Like, we've definitely been through worse. Yes, Ashley Monique. Hey, welcome. Sluggish. That is the perfect way to describe it. I'm like, so the way to describe it. Yeah, sluggish. Interesting. I've had so many like quantum shifts in the last week that I kid you not, I keep asking my guides what dimension I am, what realm I'm on. I have to look at the date. I have to just recognize, okay, that was not here yesterday, or this was here yesterday. I quantum shift, keep it moving. Because if I get too obsessed with it, then I get too obsessed with it. And I waste a lot of time. And nobody knows how to waste time like I do. So anyways, I figured let's just come on here and chat. You know what I mean? How many people in here? It's only 11. It is Monday night. And of course, like, you know me, I can't, even though I'm in here just to chat, I can't not like grid the space and like calibrate everything. I just can't. It just starts. It just happens. So of course we will be in beautiful healing energies tonight, as always. But tonight is just about asking questions. Ask whatever, like, literally, it doesn't matter how dumb you think it sounds. I've asked some dumbass questions before, so, and then I just laugh at myself. It's kind of funny. So, oh, thank you. Thanks, Debbie. So anyways, you know what I gotta figure out? I don't know how to do this. Whatever, I don't ever know how to do this stuff. Oh crap. Hey Darian! Sorry I see you there. Welcome, welcome. I'm just chatting. Just tonight I'm chatting. I'm finally, if you guys want to know the truth, okay, let me just spit it out. I'm finally getting to my emails that I've ignored for like the past 3.5 weeks, I'd say, which is ridiculous, I know. And there's so many questions about which service to choose and what's the difference and what does this mean and blah, blah, blah. So, thank you. So tonight I'm like, all right, let's just talk about healing. You can literally ask me anything. I will tell you as much as I know about it. And what it means to you. And I may do this tomorrow too, probably. I don't know. We're still connecting to the new channels. Get your questions ready. Woo! I love it. Thank you. I know, I didn't really think about the time. It's literally like Monday night, but whoever's meant to be here will be here. So Nikki had a live earlier, or she was being interviewed, I think, on Instagram, with an OB healer, and they were talking about weight and weight loss and all of that within the quantum healing space, and I thought that was important. Just talking about energetic, you have to do an energetic weight loss first. So there's just so much to dive into in the quantum space. I just love this artist. Yeah, so let's get into it. Just sending everyone cleansing codes just to cleanse through stagnant energy and loops. We loop ourselves a lot, right? Like, oh, I'm this, or I'm this way. That's just how it is. Well, if you are indefinite that you are one specific way and you can't change, then you don't want to change, right? So a lot of the times we're self-programming ourselves, keeping ourselves sick, and we don't even know it. So I figure I'll stay on. So we'll just talk about healing, what that means to you. So especially what's going on right now with the wars, all of this programming. It's a really pivotal time. So anyways, are we gridded, guys? I know I'm getting hype. I'm like, woo! Okay, guys. Any questions? Woo! I'm so hyped. Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're just joining, my name is Anuka, and I am an Anunnaki. So a lot of people pronounce it Anunnaki. So I am an Anunnaki quantum healer. Quantum healer and channeler. And so I figured I'd come on tonight to just talk about healing, quantum healing, why it works, why a lot of the things that we try down here, pills and doctors and surgeons and all that stuff, why that usually doesn't work, and why this works. How does it work? How come it works for some people and it doesn't for others? Anything, literally anything. And then I kind of wanted to just go through, I've added new services, and then I've been getting a lot of emails about it, so I kind of wanted to go through what cord cutting is, which maybe I'll start with that. So then I have new addiction, emotional addiction, food addiction, things, spiritual realignments, guidance, just got a whole bunch of stuff. Still did not add the dolphin upgrades, that's coming. Cord cutting, yes, I'm going to start with that. Okay, it's a good idea, I'll start with that. Okay, guys, so, and don't forget, oh crap, I had forgot about the animals already. And I just shifted and reorganized my animals. Okay, I have to add the animal readings and animal healing stat. So cord cutting. So that's the first thing I want to discuss is cord cutting. So let me go on my page first. So what I'm going to start with is that we are electrical light beings. So of course we're in our human flesh bag, right? In our human temple, in our human form, fixed to, which kind of sounds confusing, right? An upright walking bones, and then all of these frequencies that are running throughout our body, governed by the chakra system, right? Different chakras are in charge of different parts of our body. And so within that, then there's different templates that are fixed in our grid that will run different types of systems. So if you want to be an athlete, right? If you're an athlete, you most likely are running systems of animals that can, that are very agile and that are strong and powerful. Like you're not going to, in your template, have all of these slow ass animals, right? And so with that being said, there are so many different programs attached to our core being. And a lot of the times a cord will be placed so that you can find the person, so that you're energetically connected to them no matter what. No matter if you're across the country, across the world. You know, quantum physics says, right, that one tiny little particle of stardust from another planet, if it's within you, can instantly connect to you with just thought alone. And so with that being said, right, we have a whole bunch of cords connected to us. Mothers and their children have cords connected to them for a certain amount of time. We're connected to our parent grid, siblings, exes, all different type of things where you come together and literally make a cord so that it's easy for information to flow back and forth from your temple to their temple. But then sometimes this ish, right, has to be cut. So all of the exes that you don't have anything to do with anymore, but there's still an energetic cord, so there's information. So when they feel bad, and you haven't talked to them in years, and when they feel bad, you're gonna feel it. Or you're just always thinking about them in your dreams, or they pop up out of nowhere. They need to be cut, because our body is a computer, and so we only have a certain amount of space in our computer, right? And so when we cut these cords, it allows for now new information to come in. I'm trying to think how else. And it's really, so for me, it's complicated because I see all these different webs and different colors and sound and da-da-da-da-da. But on your end, like, I feel like in the physical, you would just feel maybe a little teeny bit of pressure. But for the most part, you usually don't feel anything. But then what will happen is you'll see your reality shift very quickly. Especially if it was a cord, like a mother cord. The mother cords are the hardest. Like, I mean, your mother, right? Literally portaled your ass in here, right? Via the vagine. And like, right? Whether she hates you or loves you, you're still connected. So I think one of the parent cords, like mother, father cords, are some of the strongest ones that we usually disconnect. And then usually the second one would be exes that we disconnect, and like people's lives literally change. New jobs, new opportunities, new love, new this, new that, whatever it was. A lot of the times it's because you're holding on to, well, what does my mother think? Or would my mother approve of this? Or I've gotta impress my mother. And a lot of the times we don't recognize it, it's subconscious. But yeah. But it's a lot. And really, essentially, what is the healthiest way for us to be in this body on earth is that everyone is in their own auric field. You know, unless you're contracted to be with other beings. So that's really my explanation on cord cutting. I hope it made sense. And please ask questions, guys. Ask any questions, because I know I just kept going and kept going. Oh, what am I doing with my hands is a big question. Oh, yeah, that is a big question. So I'm doing... So what I'm doing is what I call in the community, a lot of the community calls light language, and I'm signing it. So light language, you can speak, right? And it comes out on all different tones. A lot of people recognize it and say, oh, it sounds like speaking in tongues. You know, that's similar, where you're just picking up tones of light, because really light can't be translated into English or any earth language that we're speaking. And so it's really its own language to then bring in the information. So you can bring that information into the physical through signing, which is what I do. I usually sign everything. And so I'm using ancient mudras, and then I'm using basically a mix of healing information from different planets, different types of beings, different types of grids. And then it's kind of like playing a guitar, like I'm weaving it all together, and my hands do it instinctively, like they just go. And it brings in the new frequencies, and then basically our body receives it. It kind of just goes, as long as it's in alignment with your highest timeline, and you are open to receiving it, it kind of just floats in, and then your team will put the information where it needs to go. So I hope that explains. A little bit of it, but it's really, it really is like, sometimes I see it like Guitar Hero, where it's coming in like so fast, and I see like dots of like light, like purple here, and I've got to hit it, and then green, hit it, like, so a lot of the times it comes in as color, and then other times I'm not seeing the grid, because it like my hands are going and I'm looking at how it's weaving itself. So that's that. Ooh, what does your highest timeline mean? Okay, so, this is deep. Okay, so there are infinite, I don't know if we know this, but there are infinite. So, okay, on Earth, we have free will. And so each decision that we make can alter the next part of our reality. I perceive it as a video game. So it can alter the next part of the video game. Are you going to go left, right, straight? Are you going to jump? Are you going to swim, right? You can make a million different decisions, which will change how your day is going to go. Like if we just use it in the physical. And so highest timeline means who your soul truly came here to be is already written, because we designed it. We come down here, we don't really necessarily remember that. And then so we have guides and healers like us, like I'm a guide in the quantum space, right, where you can't see, but I'm also a healer and a guide down here in the physical, to help people reach what we call this highest timeline, which is the alternate reality, right? There's multiple infinite timelines, but you want the timeline that your soul wrote up there and designed this whole beautiful game up there when you were, right, not in the physical form. And so that's what we're down here to do. Our guides, right, are sitting there like, nope, I know you think you want that, but you don't. Da-da-da-da, that's not what you wanted. Da-da-da-da, oh, but I'm in love with him. And you think you're in love with him, but you're only 20 or you're 19, and you've got way more lessons to learn, and blah, 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 blah. So then basically your guides will, steer, and we don't listen, y'all. We don't listen. So our especially our ancestors. Ooh, thank you. Thanks, Luke. Welcome. Sue. Hey, Daniela, Bianco. And so our highest timeline is really who we truly came here to be, that our guides are helping us get to, right? That path, because remember, we can go off. We can go left, we can go right. And yeah, it's really in that space, even if you perceive something to be off, if you're in this space, if you're in your highest timeline space and you recognize that everything is working for you and not against you, you can just kind of attack it. If it's something crazy, attack it. If it's something amazing, attack it, and just keep going. Woo! Ooh, I see another question. Do we pick our ancestors? Absolutely. We are contracted. We are contracted with them. They are contracted to guide us. They do not leave us from the minute we get down here to the minute we leave Earth. We have different ancestors for different time frames in our life. So an ancestor that you start with from age 0 to 9 or 0 to 20 may not be the same ancestors that you're then going to use from age 20 to 40. They come in and out, but yes, we choose them all. A lot of the times it's other aspects of ourselves that have played here on Earth. So like our great relatives. A lot of the times it's family that we've played in these Earth roles with many lifetimes. And so they know us the best. They know how stubborn we are. They know what we like, what we don't like. They know how hard they can push us. And so, yeah, we indefinitely choose them. And they choose us. And yeah, there's a lot of meetings that go on up there in, I don't know, your soul planet to make sure that everything is aligned. What is the difference between 3D and 5D Earth? Ooh. Are they physical planets? What does the split mean? Okay. So 3D Earth. Okay, this is kind of difficult. So like, you know how like with the old iPhones or with your older phone, in the moment you thought it was the greatest phone, you thought it had the greatest camera, and it was sharp as hell, but then the new iPhone comes out and you recognize, oh my gosh, that camera that I used to have it wasn't even half as clear as this new one. So that is really the difference between 3D and 5D in the way that I can explain it without taking 75 hours to do so. Is that we're coming into a space because the collective consciousness, so meaning all of the people on Earth since 2020 have awakened. They have either recognized, oh, I'm not gonna sit here and slave away for $2 an hour anymore, for 900 hours a week, and we've all awakened. I don't know, all of us have been doing healing, whether we like to admit it or not. And so as the collective becomes essentially truer to themselves, right? Happier, more gratitude, more love, and less of that, negative frequencies. So that like, guilt, shame, jealousy. So as we all collectively raise our vibration, things are going to become clearer in the physical. So literally colors are sharper, colors are brighter, we can understand information faster. So like our I don't know who that is. I'm like, oh yeah, I can let anybody in, and then I'm like, oh, I don't know who that being is. Lies. So what was I saying about? Yeah, so basically everything becomes sharper. 5D, our manifestations come through a lot faster. We understand information from the quantum space faster. So like, meaning, back in the day, you used to kind of feel like a gut feeling, but then you ignored it, and then some sort of shit went down, and you're like, why didn't I listen to my gut? Well, our gut is going to start talking in a different way this time. Like, meaning you are overwhelmingly going to feel what the answer is for you. And so this all happens in a higher, it's really not a higher, it's really a more expanded Earth consciousness, which is really that more love and gratitude is vibrating. And that puts us in the 5D space. So, I mean, who wouldn't want an upgrade, right? Earth has we all get upgrades here all the time. And so Earth has an upgrade. going from the third dimension to the fifth dimension. And we were never supposed to be in the third dimension. It was really only supposed to be for mechanical purposes and stuff. So, boy, am I glad to be back in 5D, honey. Honey! So I hope I kind of explained that, because if not, I'm going to need a white chalkboard. This time I have to do classes. I need a chalkboard and to draw. So I should do that anyway. How do we get to 5D? Oh, wait, so it happens automatically. Most of us, to be honest with you, the more we purge, so the more that we purge old timelines, old things that no longer serve us, so like literally actual beings, like people that are taking up space in our grid that we can't stand, but somehow we're still friends with them, and all of these people are whole anchoring you down to the old earth. All of these beings, all of these old school mentality of, oh, well, this is the way it goes. It's hard to blah, 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 blah. All of these like low vibe ideologies, that type of stuff keeps us in this old thinking, old template. But for the most part, we are all ascending to 5D, whether we have a choice or not. So it's really shit or get off the pot. Literally. And you see it now. Like, you see, are people freaked the F out about this potential war and this, that, and da-da-da, and nervous. And don't we find it suspicious that a whole new, Palestine versus... This happens all the time. This happened... I'm not even 50 years old, right? I'm not even... So that's half a century. Yeah, this has been happening since before most of us have even been born. So you don't find it suspicious that it's right before the witching hour? Like right before the underworld has its power? And since it's not that, if you really want me to talk about it, I tapped in just a teeny weeny bit, and half of the footage that they're showing is not even from this. Like I said, this happens all the time. Is not even from this time frame. And if you want me to tap in a little further, they were even paying people with families to sleep in tents and go live on Insta, TikTok, YouTube, whatever, to really like drill it in. Not everybody, of course, but there you go. Crisis actors. I didn't know there was a term for it. I mean, think about it. If you literally are about to be homeless and, I don't know, some news reporter or the government is like, here, I'll give you $1,000. And here, you can sleep in here, just do what you do. Yeah, you're going to take it. So anyways, is working with the underworld good or bad? What is... Ooh, these are so good. Woo! No, is incredible. So really, we talked about this before, and Nikki's come on and talk about this with me. We have to heal the dark to then catapult into the light. So if you're just fixing the light and you're just laughing and you're ignoring, right, all of the dark, I think you just kind of put yourself on a loop. And so you have to address actually how you feel, what's going on, your dark characters, what we call the shadow part of yourself, like the darker characters. We play so many different characters on Earth. And so when I say the darker characters, I mean the aspects of you that aren't always happy-go-lucky and cheery and grateful, and the ones that have work to do, the ones that are the protectors, even the ones that they're all sitting on the other side of the spectrum, and we can't ignore them. So So anyways, I already forgot the question because I started. Yeah, so again, just like everything else, if you are protected, right, and you are a divine being, like I'm a being of light, no matter what, so you have to, thank you, I embrace my dark side. You have to embrace your dark side. It's full spectrum. It's full spectrum. Wow, I guess that was a channel. I thought about that today. Isn't that crazy? I'm like, let me just, I must have been with you because yeah, like what? I, as in my feelings at first, but then I remember my ancestors said, I'll stop. I know. And shadow, oh, that's what it is. Shadow work. Shadow work is the same thing. So I've actually seen this shadow work journal going around on TikTok. I'm like, oh, I gotta order it to see what it looks like and what it's doing. But yeah, shadow work is exactly what it says. You're in the dark, working on these characters and working on things that you've been ignoring, essentially, because that's what'll happen is we'll ignore it. And then catapulting us, right? After we clear everything and release it and transmute it, then it catapults us into the light. It's really incredible, honestly. It really, really is. And really, that's the only, I'm not going to say it's the only way to heal, but it's the only way that I see as a healer for things to stick. If not, a lot of the times, you know, I can do as much as I can do, right? But if once I leave the being and they leave the space, this healing space that we're in, right? And I look into their grid, and what has been bothering them is their shoulder, for example, because the shoulders are always a big part for people. And then I look in, and it's the hatred of their father. And so that would be considered something that's in the dark. That's a dark aspect of whatever being I'm healing. And then when we go to address it, she doesn't want to talk about it, or he doesn't want to talk about it. Well, okay. Good luck with that shoulder. Good luck. It's going to keep going. It's going to get worse and worse. And so again, shadow is usually things we don't even want to address. We don't want to get into, but once we do get into it and release it, I mean, you're that much lighter. You can ascend, you're free. Why do you want to stay with that stagnant energy right here? Oh, I love that. So you said, I'm scared of demons and scary movies and Halloween, but you said we have to be confident too. Be afraid. You cannot be afraid of the demons. Demons are angels as well. They're just angels of dark. So remember, every frequency you go on has full spectrum, full dark to full light. And so, hold on, sorry. I think somebody is messaging me. Yeah, what was I saying? Okay, so then are you working with angels of dark or angels of light? They're not, demons are kind of dopey. They're not even that, I mean, I don't want to say that they're not that smart, but they're assigned a fixed, they're not like these, they just have a fixed role. And beyond that, it's not like they're thinking for themselves and they're doing things and they're thinking of all these clever things. No, they're following their whatever was assigned to their template. So, anyways. because you get rid of demons, but last time you said one was so beautiful. Oh yeah, so all of us have okay, so this is important. So all of us have demons that are ancestors that we work with all day long. We probably don't know it. And we have a lot of, I know for me, I have a lot of demons on my team. Because I play a lot of different characters in the underworld and in light, as I am like an old ass healer. And so yeah, I have a whole team of demons. You don't trust me. You do not want just angels of light helping you out and protecting you. You need some muscles. Bring some muscles into this. It's like, I don't know. To me, they feel like my big brother. Like, I know when I go to Razul's house, I don't care if my bags are 700 pounds. He's picking it up with like one finger with ease. Or some of my nephews, my little cousins, right? They're all strong and powerful beings. Like, I don't have to worry. Ugh, love that feeling. It's nothing better than knowing someone's going to carry your bags. Woo! So, yeah, so, like I said, I have a whole shit. Most of us do. But again, they stay far away and just do what they have to do because a lot of us have been programmed to be fearful of them. So, which is religious programming, which is, almost all of us have experienced that in one way or another. So, with that being said, once you kind of get into it, and you see that your demons of dark are working for you as well, and they're just here to really do some dirty work if you get in trouble, or literally kick you down if you're about to go down the wrong road. They kind of smack you. You know, an angel of light can't do that. They don't have the energetic charge to do that. And so then one of your dark angels are going to do it. One of your dragons are going to do it, you know. So, yeah, so after that, and after, like, literally seeing everything and what they do in the quantum space, I'm like, oh, they ain't nothing. They were vilified so heavily. Like, that's one of a lot of pain in people's bodies. If you were raised Christian or Catholic, and you are, like, a 80s-ish baby, especially when I'm working on people in the physical, like, you know, like actually touching their body, I'm like, damn, this is all fear of demon, fear of Satan, fear of the Antichrist. I don't even know what the damn Antichrist is. And not for nothing, usually when I ask people who are ready to argue with, you know, or talk about the Antichrist so strongly, when I ask them what the Antichrist is, not one of them has a single definition. They're just running around in circles. I could see their grid, and they're just circling on fear. They're like, well, they don't even really know what the fuck it is, but they're sitting there twirling around terrified of it. Terrified. So again, let's go into the dark. Let's really, if we're so freaking scared of the devil or demons or the Antichrist, let's just hop right into it. You have to go into the dark to then understand the light. So what is a demon? What is you know what I mean? What does it mean to you? Oh, any quantum meditations do I recommend? Yes. Every single one of Caroline, I talk about her all the time. Every single one of Caroline Corey's meditations, she has a lot of free online. Like, she put a lot on free for 2020. And since 2020, they've been up there. They're incredible. She's like one of my favorite quantum teachers. And because she's probably my favorite because I can see things the way that she can, but I see how expertly her grids line up and click. And I mean, this woman is next. She's so underrated. I mean, she has a shit ton of followers. I'm not saying nobody knows her. But I'm just saying, like, she's incredible. So her, Caroline Corey, you can just YouTube her, and she's got a plethora of things, and they're categorized. So there's ones on anything you could ever think of. I'd say that she's my fave. And guys, how many people? Oh, okay, it's just us. If you can get any sort of DMT, whatever, THC, anything, do any of her quantum. She's got I don't even know, actually I have my computer up right here, let me look. She's got incredible sacred geometry realignment things, and if you do it like high AF, you can really feel it, see it. Sometimes you can see the color come in, depending on, you know, what your guides will steer you to do. Of course, they don't want to make you sick or anything, but it's dope. Yeah, it's dope. She's like my favorite teacher. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. So she has a whole section, guided meditations. And then, oh yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Especially the clearings. She's got clearings. Those are next level. Yeah, y'all. She's a good one. Okay. I think I missed a question. What time is it? She's got like, maybe I'll stay on for another 10 more minutes, 20 more minutes. Denisha says, me too. I have dark eyes. Yeah, I mean, I'm like, I don't think there would be anybody on Earth unless you just wanted to come down to Earth to just play a completely dumbass character that's gonna die by like age 3. Like, I don't know. No, not age 3. Like, you'd probably die like age maybe 6 or something, 6 or 9. And you just came down here, like, I don't know, for shits and giggles or some dumb shit like that. Then maybe you would choose not to have dark angels on your team. But I can't really. I haven't come across anybody. Like, you'd be the dumbest idiot. We all have them. So, thank you, Daigoldine Husenfreud. Thank you for the. I totally effed that up. I know I did. But, like, I said it with such love that maybe you heard it spoken completely perfectly. How do I find my guides? Ooh, I love that one. So your guides are always with you. They are you. They're like literally inside your heart. So your guides are here. So it's not that they're outside and you have to grab them. They're literally here. So for me, it's meditation. I've done a lot. I love that one. Thank you. Who is that? Chad Michael. Thank you so much. Yeah, so for me, it was literally sitting in a space. I used nature, and getting into the inside of my body and meditating, and you will start to hear them or sense them. A lot of the times people think it's someone literally like coming up to you and whispering in your ear, like, hey, it's me. For most of us, it doesn't happen like that because that's a little too much of a shock to our system, to our body. So for most of us, it comes in as your inner thoughts, but they're not your own inner thoughts. It's a separate, even though it's connected. So how do I do that? So it's separate from your own personal thoughts that you're thinking. And you'll recognize the difference. It does take a little bit of, it's not that it takes practice, it takes a little bit of confidence, like where you have to work up your confidence to be like, was that me? Or am I going crazy? Or was that indefinitely a guide? And so that's really, to be honest with you, that's the hardest part. Like I know, so I was speaking about Caroline Corey before. I've taken her classes, of course, to reawaken. She was my, I don't know if I've told this before. She's my emotional coder professor, from Lyra. And here she is down here in the flesh. So nobody knows emotions better than this woman. I mean, this woman's incredible. But what did I say now? I got off subjects because I started talking about Caroline. But I literally forgot what I was gonna say. Damn. But oh, whatever. I wanted to get a private healing transmission with you. How do I know which one to pick? Yay! So I have, okay, so if you go the link in my bio and then you click book a one-on-one session with me. So I have, what I really would start with, like if you don't know what to book, is the quantum realignment. So with that one, what we do is we realign your chakras and then I recalibrate you to Earth. So we are magnetic electric beings. And so our root, right, our solar plexus, sacral, and then root chakra need to be magnetized to Earth, which is why, I don't know if you guys have ever heard so many different beings talking about earthing and how it's important to put your bare feet on the ground or on the sand, in the dirt, grass, because we are literally magnetized to Gaia. And so that's what I do first, is realign your chakras, and then remagnetize you to the Earth grid. And then from there, then the information can properly flow. And then I can I channel what information is coming then now from your higher consciousness, which is your soul, connected to then the God frequency, the frequency of source or God, or you could even say through the sun. And so that's usually what I would start with. If just there's been things haven't been going right and I don't know what to do and you have too many options here and, what should I do? That's usually the first one that I would suggest, is the quantum realignments. And I have a 30-minute one, an hour, and then I have an hour and a half one if it's a session that you're really looking for some deep healing. And, but we have to be aligned. So that's like the first one I'd suggest. Cord cutting we talked about earlier, but cord cutting is the next thing that I have available on my site. And that one is, if you I'm going to be real with y'all. If you have an annoying ass mom that you can't stand half the damn time and she literally gives you anxiety, you need a cord cut from her. If you've got, exes that still keep popping up and you know that you shouldn't be with them and you shouldn't be back in their space, but you just kind of can't let them go, you need a cut. You need a cut from, we cut everything. My mom has been dead and back on Lyra for 20 years now. I only cut the cord from her maybe 10 years ago and she was dead. And I still, she was a very powerful being. She's a very powerful being. That cord has to be cut. I couldn't even, there were a lot of things that I couldn't do. And there was a lot of, even my neck and shoulder area. As soon as I had that cord cut, my neck the next morning was back to normal. And I was like, holy ish. That, my neck must have been connected. You know how far Lyra is from Earth, y'all? Well, I don't know myself, actually. But I'm sure it's far. So could you imagine? Right? Again, right? Quantum entanglement. That thing was still magnetically stuck to my little tiny little ass down here on Earth. And she's some big ass lion in the sky. So I'm telling you, y'all, if there's just pulling or you don't know what kind of twist this is or this, let's tap in and guarantee you we've got to cut grandpa, great this, da da da, this ancestor, that ancestor, mom, like I said, mom, dead mom, alive mom, mom to the right, mom to the left. It's usually the moms. Because we're connected on several different grids, of course, obviously. What else do I have on here? So I have an organic channeled message, which is just 30 minutes. And then we just see what your higher consciousness is looking for. So that could be ancestors could come through, or we're just reading your straight higher consciousness grids. Animals can come through, tree spirits can come through. And we just guide you on whatever information they want you to know in the physical. So that's another one that if you don't know what to do, that's another one I'd suggest. And that one is called the Organic Channeled Session. And then the rest, which I didn't talk about yet, but are addictions like emotional realignment. If you feel you're addicted to something like if you've been trying to work on healing a specific disease, discomfort, most likely you're emotionally addicted to just talking about it, what it brings you. I know for me, I was working on healing my knees this year. I had knee surgery in 2020. That was the last straw. My guides were like, if she doesn't reawaken after this, then we're done. That's it. So I had a lot of healing to do with my knees, right? I had literally a full year of physical therapy to get everything back. And I recognized that as I was doing the internal healing, the healing of dark, the emotional healing, I recognized how much I loved knee pain because it meant I didn't have to go outside and do stuff with people. Because myself as like an advanced starseed, I would get really anxious around like humans. And so I was comfortable in that knee pain. And I remember like a friend being like, oh, we should go roller skating. Or actually, no, it was my roommate being like, oh, we should go roller skating in the summer. Like this was last year. And I remember snapping and being like, well, no, I can't because my knees. And then seeing the emotions afterwards and being like, I'm literally like so comfortable in knee pain and like literally kind of snapping at people and reclaiming the pain because it's comfortable. It's like that really comfy part in your couch that, you let, like if your best friend comes over, you let them have that comfy spot, the corner spot. And so I got off subject explaining that, but that's, what would be like an emotional addiction. So I do that addiction. So I call it emotional realignment. So that's, again, I will realign the grids, realign what your higher consciousness is kicking out, and bring forward like the new vibration. So that's like addictions. I have several. I have emotional realignment, which is 3 different sessions. And that kind of really works well. Like, we plan to do it usually once a week. So I've done it with a few other clients, and it gives us time, and they're an hour long, and it gives us time to really dive in And we've had some incredible results, like people losing weight like this after we're done, or people just like having really like diseases that are not supposed to be reversible, let's put it that way, or there's no cure in the physical earth. Well, there is. And it was emotions, because so and so was raped, or because so and so was, abandoned in the past, or whatever the story is. So those are all the emotional things. And then in my head, I'm like, I don't even know what this one is. You see, if I don't know what it is, I know y'all don't know what it is. What the heck is the spirit? Oh, spiritual guidance. Oh, I just added that. That's why. If you just want me to channel for you, I'm a freaking badass channeler. I can channel freaking any plane in the earth grid. There are not many of us awakened yet. So use me. That's why I'm here. Spiritual guidance. Quantum emotional balance. We will literally go into your emotional field, balance it out, like we talked about the first one that I was talking about, where we have to recalibrate and remagnetize us to Earth. That's the same thing that I will do with your emotional grid. And then I will just channel whatever comes through from your higher consciousness. So that's it. So that is it. I was suffering for years with my sinuses, and you took that out. Stop! Oh, thank you. I have to, every time I screenshot these, I'm like, okay, I'm making a video flashing everybody's like, in my old church, we used to call it praise reports. I don't know what I would call it here. Gratitude reports. So I get so hyped. Thank you. I love this. The cord cutting was the best thing I ever did. Really? You see? Oh my God, I love that. Thank you. Same. Like the cord cuttings to me like freaking changed my life. You are energetically, and you don't want to be, stuck with a cord, with a rubber band to someone or something you don't want to be stuck to. I mean, I don't know how cord cuttings aren't. They should be so much more popular than they are. And it's like and it has to be done in the quantum space first before it happens in real time on Earth. I say in Earth. Whatever. Hey, Z Energy, Chief of God Knowledge, welcome. How are you feeling? I gotta put my ex away. Love him from afar, but not emotionally stuck to him anymore. Exactly. I love that. Yeah, and it literally, oh my God, there's so much. I need something. My money is being blocked. What do you recommend? Ooh. I think that's so interesting that you're saying that. I think that's the live that I was going to do tomorrow is money blockages. So I will just channel whatever your guides, be any guide, tells me on what is blocking your money. Because I can't recommend anything in particular because I have to go into everyone's specific body template and see what the block is. It's a lot of the times it's a loop, it's programming, right? So just like we can be born wealthy, right? We can be born into poverty as well. So generational wealth, generational broke AF, right? These are, no one talks about, well, no, we're starting to talk about it actually. a lot do not speak of that. So, right, if you're born into this wealth, you're programmed already that it's not hard to make money. Money's all around you. You don't even have to make it. It's just there. It's given to you, right? It's something you, right, circulate. You spend a shit ton of it, and a shit ton of it just comes back. Like, it's not that big of a deal. You don't even think about it. They don't even think about it. Versus if you're being raised in a household where even before you can speak and you're in diapers, your parents are fighting about money. Or you watch at age 5 your mother ask your father for money to whatever, go get ice cream. And he's like, well, how much is it? And you feel that he's nervous about it. Or the money don't grow on trees. At what age did you hear that? That's all programming, right? We have so many brain channels, right, that receive and then bounce back information right back out to the collective. And so what are your programs? And so that's something that's really important. Maybe I probably should even add that on the one-on-ones, because as we know, right, even just yesterday I was complaining about it. I stay complaining about it. That's a program. That's an old program. Like, it's almost fun to like whine about, where are my millions? It almost became a reflex. And so I had to rip that template out. And I had to, meaning Nikki did last night. Oh, we were going at it. We were freaking fighting like nobody's business. And she's like, oh, you think I'm scared of you? But I didn't realize I had even gotten into the loop. And I know how to do this. So I've made a lot of money. I've had no money. I've had a lot of money. I've earned money. I've gotten rid of money. I've spent a shit ton of money. I mean, this is nothing new. Money knows me very well. But I had gotten into the, oh my gosh, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. And I know it was the energies around me. I know what I was transmuting, but I got sucked in as well. I'm interested in the dolphin healings. Oh, me too. By the way, guys, whoever's been on the video, I think the guides ripped it. I've now tried again. It says it's downloading. It's not. But anyways, so dolphin healings. Dolphins are just the most advanced, most brilliant mammals, most brilliant translators, most brilliant weavers in the water, on Earth. And then, and so they use, do you see me already? I feel like I must have just accidentally connected to dolphin energy, because already I'm like, they use advanced sound, advanced sacred geometry, and they use like this magical dolphin glitter liquid silver thing that I just started using with them. Because we weren't even allowed to use it until the collective consciousness got to a certain level of 5D. It would have harmed people. So we just started using this. This is like brand new technology that I must have used a little too quickly. I don't think I'm supposed to use it until like this Christmas. But we were in for a treat, y'all. So yeah, Denisha's like, yep, I got very dizzy and had to lay down. So it's not funny. I'm laughing because so did I. Like, literally almost died. Like, I'm so sorry, Denisha. But did we not get that next level upgrade? We survived. We survived. But yes, anyway, so with your dolphins. So if you're playing Anu, uh if you're playing an Anu being, 9 ether being, so anyone who has awakened their ninth dimensional aspects of themselves, um which is really like angels, like God energy, God frequencies, like that's where it starts and you're okay with it. You can bring it down. The dolphins basically will align everything. They will align your entire grid. They will heal absolutely anything that you need healed. And it's done like that. Like just this like magical liquid comes in. It's like, and it's like, oh, done. And I'm like, what in the? And so we were talking about it. So I'm gonna add that. I should add it literally after this because I'm leaving. I'm gonna hop off in about 10 more minutes. Um, and we'll add it. So on the one-on-one, I am allowed to do it, but we just can't do it in a collective space because there's too many energies that I have to make sure nobody's gonna die, and I can't. It's just too much. Too much to handle. So, yeah. So, did I explain it though? Z energy. I probably didn't. I probably just started talking about how much I love dolphins. I don't even know if I really explained it so well. It's really it's really, if I'm just gonna spit it out, it's the most advanced healing from the animal world, in my opinion, that you can do in the fastest time frame possible. So I know I will be using them moving forward because remember, there's all sorts of healers on here, right? My thing, I don't know what you would call it, is that I'm getting you to your highest timeline as fast as possible because ain't nobody got time to be doing things the old slow ass way. We just don't have the time. We don't. So, thank you. My forte is, I'm using everything that is the fastest, the most accurate, the cleanest. I like things nice and neat in the astral anyway, because you sure as hell don't want to see this room right now. But, so I think that maybe answered it a little bit better without going off. Wait a second. Denisha said, yes, I can't. I've been shape shifting without even knowing it. You see this? You see with the dolphins? And weren't we talking about when we did the dolphin channels, how they made it illegal? I don't know who it was. Someone said, I don't know if it's the whole country. Is it all of America? They made it illegal to like talk to dolphins or something. And I know they got rid of the dolphin birthing centers. They got rid of those in Hawaii, and I don't know where else it was. Why? Aunt Hazel's coming in. Wonder why they got rid of that. So, like I said already, I'm not. My husband already better know we're having a dolphin birth. So I don't know. We're gonna have to buy a dolphin, I guess, and then just he'll be in the backyard. I don't know, but he's gonna have to figure it out because I'm not birthing. I'm not birthing a child without a dolphin there. So, and there's that. We're just gonna have to figure it out, y'all. I know I'm crazy. So let me see what else. Everyone around keeps saying their experience. Child, I was literally like, I was getting really, I'm like, didn't I just say that, or did I not? Or what day is it? And then my computer right now says Sunday. And I'm like, guys, what is going on? Like, it's okay. We're working through it. I may need to shapeshift my dogs to dolphins. Seriously. They probably already do. If you're saying that, Seal, they do. Shapeshifting. I love a good shapeshift. Amanda, I think that they still do in some countries. Stop. Okay, I gotta look it up to see where we're gonna be stationed while. I'm laughing because I think Nikki's coming in like, you don't even know his name. This is her right now. She's coming in my head right now. You don't even know his name, and you're sitting here planning your birthing your birthing schedule. I mean, she's not wrong. But so let me know when you do those upgrades. Absolutely. The dolphin ones I'm adding on my one-on-ones, my book sessions. And then collectively, I think it'll be around the new year that we can start doing them again. So I was like, a few months ahead. Story of my life, searching for the... Literally always ahead. Not anymore. I'm fixed, grounded in the present moment. That's it. See? I caught myself on a loop about to say, I'm always ahead. Nope. I'm fixed in my home, waiting for the Amazon package. Where's the delivery man? Because I'm here on the balcony, looking at my phone, just chilling, waiting. Okay. In receiving mode. Mystical being, I'm learning literally with you. Oh, I love that. Because, like, I get so insecure about, like, talking down here. Like, up there, I'm a freaking beast. But here, I'm like, wait, okay, I don't know a good analogy for this. I don't know how to explain this. So I've been working on this for months now, and everybody in here has been encouraging me, and I'm so grateful. I mean, it's not like I didn't know how to speak, obviously, but I'm just saying. It's different because I've been doing this in the background silently for my whole life. We weren't... people hated Anunnaki beings so much that... and by people, I mean the GOV. Scared of us, as they should. Period. As they should. That, we were hidden in the background for so long that I just have never spoken about any of this out loud. So thank you for allowing me a safe space to continue to, get better at teaching this information. Because that's my goal, is that everyone learns enough, right, in your own reality. So whatever your template is, you learn enough to be comfortable enough to heal, to put yourself in the healing vibration, and to open your own gifts. Everyone's going to have different gifts. I don't have the same gifts that my brother has or my sisters have. And they won't have the same that I have. We were all staggered as the originals to have specific gifts. Panther ancestor beyond in your dreams, really? So they're already calibrating, right? Our dreams are... what are dreams, guys? So the way I perceive dreams is they are parallel universes, parallel timelines, parallel realms. So timeline can also be called a reality. So a parallel reality or a parallel realm. So a different density within that dimension is what I call a realm. In which you're seeing other aspects of yourself, right? You're seeing those Black Panthers already. Woo! And as we continue to ascend, this is going to be the norm, guys. This is the norm. Is dolphin healing too advanced for someone new? That's such a good question. Yes and no. So anyone can do a one-on-one dolphin healing, but for me, I almost feel like it would be a waste. Like I would, if you've never done anything, I would do the quantum realignment first to make sure that all of your channels are working properly so that you can really receive, like the next time around, you can really receive all of that the dolphin energy and realignments have. It's almost like if you're hiring this like top of the line interior decorator, but they need a blank canvas, like they need a clean home. So you would most likely, right, have a team come in and clean the house from top to bottom first before then having the interior decorator come in and start measuring, okay, wallpaper here, and start actually doing the stuff. You're not going to have a gross ass dusty home that still has sticky stuff on the wall and shit everywhere. And of course not, right? And so, because what will happen is, like, if you chose the dolphin healing, what will happen is they will just come in and it'll just be really subtle and really light. And a lot of the times, like, I'll have to say, okay, back it up. Oh, it's going to give them too much of a headache. Da, 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 da. So it's really about like protecting you, and just, it would be a waste. They'll be like, oh, okay, well, we can't do jack shit. So here, give them a little razzle dazzle and we're out. So it's like, you know, waste. It's a waste. You want as much as you can without passing out, like we all did. I can't believe I did that. I can't believe it. Because I didn't really ask per se, because I just saw, oh, dolphin grit. Oh, wow. It's up. Okay. Boom. And I wasn't, I didn't really ask any questions past that. But in my opinion, right, because I don't make mistakes per se, and my guides don't make mistakes, right? Nikki, all of them, they don't make mistakes. They knew someone on some level, even if it was my mom, it probably was. I bet you it was probably like my mom and my grandma that were like, she really needs this. It's fine. Whoever's in there, they'll all live. They're fine. I feel like it was them, because the Lyrans be Lyranin. They be sliding on in under there and be like, oh, it's good. So, just give it to them. Yeah, they'll get yelled at later. It's fine. Da-da-da. I don't care. So, like I said, somebody knew about it. I was okay until Charlie got his. No, I know. Charlie is like a full-on walking dinosaur Shrek man thing. Like, he's next level Draconian. He's recalibrated. He's definitely one of my guides, because he, even in the live, I remember like the first night going to the Draconian headquarters, and I was going in the wrong entrance. Or I was just going in with like the regulars, you know. And he was like, you need to connect through, like, he like telepathically was like, you need to connect through the 13th dimension, back here, grid here, come on in. And it was like a backdoor entrance for like the Anu, like, you know, like the original beings. And I was like, okay, Charlie, not Charlie bringing me in the, like, it was like I was outside of the club just waiting in line, and he's like, what are you doing out here? And like grabbed me, and I was like, thank you, God. He is strong, right? Upright walking dinosaurs. The Draconians are upright walking dinosaur humans. So yeah, that's really when I almost lost it my damn self. I was like, Lord. And I felt like we were like, I was like, And I think it's lost forever. I don't think it's lost forever. I think the video will pop back up mysteriously in my phone in a few months. That's what I think. So anyways, what time is it? Oh gosh, I could stay on here and talk about this stuff. I'm like, oh, I'm only going to stay on for 45 minutes. Da, 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 da. And then once Debbie started asking all the questions and then everybody started talking, stop, Xiomara, you got some labradorite and moonstone crystals. Makes me, I feel like I'm going to cry. Guys, these are the best crystals for magic. Well, there's a million, but that labradorite, that multi-dimensional. Oh, guys, I got to see, because I'm starting to work with my crystal guides on, like, Crystal City. Like, you guys know there's a city in Earth's core that governs, that's in charge of all the crystals of Earth. So I don't know what it's called. I just call it Crystal City. I literally don't know the name of it. But anyway, labradorite, guys. Literally, it's from, I don't remember what we learned. Oh God, I'm already, one of my guides is like, she ain't gonna pass her crystal test. You ain't wrong, because you guys will hear me, right? I'll be like, what stone is that? I don't be knowing, because it's so much sacred geometry. Like, they give you the geometrical shape. Sometimes it's this way, sometimes it's that way, sometimes it's crooked, sometimes it's in like 9D. So think of those dodecahedron things, but it's not flat. It's actually in its true 9D form or whatever it is. And then they're like, what crystal is this? I'm like, huh? I'm sitting there like, I don't know. Do you know? Because I don't know. So yeah, I'm not sure if I'm passing my Anu crystal test for, I think my test is the end of this month. But anyways, I got off subject. What we learned about this is not, like, this one is from Madagascar. I think a lot of them are from that area. It was, I think, on Earth's story is like a meteorite or something. I think that's where it's from or whatever. But anyway, it's a multi-planet magical. So what I saw was the Andromedons, Lyrans, Pleiadians, Lyrans, of course. Lyrans lead it. I don't really remember the other planets. Ontarians. Anyways, it's a combination of all of each respective star races, most powerful fairy magical stardust. And I mean, look at it. You could literally see, like, that ain't from Earth. You could literally see the galaxy in it. So anyway, I'm learning more about the geometry of this, but this is like the most, it literally calls the moon in, which is the projector, and then connects it to the Lemurian grid, which governs the magic, which is the Lyrans. So they're in charge. They're the ones who made fairy dust. They're the ones who made fairies. So, yeah, so it like literally connects you right to that, and then just radiate whatever you want off of it. Just put in whatever you want to this. Last couple of days, it felt like a bunch of wires have been cut out of me since the last live. Oh, thank you. Thanks for saying that. I love when you guys share this. Ooh, awesome. As it should. Getting rid of that old energy, old stagnant cords, stuff stuck, so that your new stuff can come in. Okay, guys. I have a round one. Does that mean it's fake? Oh, no. So they come in like their raw form, right? And then usually like this. And then you have some that are polished. I have round labradorite as well. Actually, oh no, I thought I had it. But, like this. Yeah. You will polish them, shape them, carve them. I have heart-shaped ones. Just depends on what the designer is doing. I think I have. I wonder what this is. I don't know. Oh, this must just be smoky quartz. Does size matter? So, yes and no. Like, you can connect to... So if you're wanting to do a lot of magical stuff and a lot of manifestations, it does help to have a bigger size of the stone. It's just the equivalency of it's just holding more of a magnetic charge. Just like if you use a really tiny magnet for your fridge, versus like a big, huge ass magnet that can hold up, steel for a building to be built. They're both still magnetic, but one, it can work for the fridge and one cannot. Let's put it that way. So yes and no. So for you and for our own individual selves, like these kind of sizes are perfect. Like you don't really need much more. But if you're working where you want it for like your space, like your home and that kind of stuff, then yeah, size does matter. Size does matter. I mean, that's what she said. So it's like a yes and a no. Yes. Xiomara. I don't know where you're getting this from, but yes, and it's brilliant, and yes. So I'm so happy you mentioned this. Can I just say, spirit or ancestors, please infuse me with labradorite if I don't have it with me? Absolutely. Absolutely. And does it work? Absolutely. Absolutely. You will have a guide from Crystal City come in and literally bring the energy into your grid, into your matrix. And then they will administer it where it needs to go. I'm seeing Luke 444 Luke 86. I want to get a Super 7. Oh yes, same thing. I don't even know what the Super 7 even looks like, because I have like 2 or 3. I've purchased them, and every single time they disappear, and I'm like, where the heck? I guess it's not time for me to work with it yet. And it's funny that you're saying that, because I just saw the little, like, the crystal shop I always go to, the Native Spirit Lodge. You know how they have the papers describing what it does? So I just saw, again, Super 7. I'm like, where is that crystal? I saw like two or 3 of them. It's like, where is the damn thing? So anyway, they be disappearing and popping back up and da-da-da-da-da. This is one I just got. Ruby Zogadite. No, I think this is Flashite. Yeah, I'm not passing this test. I don't know. It's something with Ruby. All right, I know Ruby. That's my birthstone, by the way. So basically, I'm gonna be like, is my test gonna be all Ruby variations? Because that's all I know. Whatever. you guys will recognize it too, because you're just going to hear me say, oh, I see a beautiful purple crystal coming in. Oh, I see a beautiful green crystal coming in. There's too many. I don't know why I'm giving you guys this one. This is amethyst. I thought this was ametrine. It's amethyst, but it's from South Africa. So my favorite jewelry designer, even the crystals that she just like gives me, they're always from the motherland. And I'm telling y'all, so if you go on Etsy or wherever you buy your crystals, grab a few, just whatever speaks to you. Grab a few from the motherland and just see what it does, y'all. Report back to me. See what it does. Let it do what it do. All right, guys, I'm gonna get going. I yawned. Oh, my ears just popped too. I wonder what it's doing. Oh, ooh, this is a good one. How do I work with crystals? That's a good one. So first, I cleanse them. You can cleanse them with selenite. You can cleanse them in the moon, in the sun. Just Google though, because some of them you can't cleanse in water. So you can rinse them in water. That's what I was getting at. Sorry. To cleanse them, but some of them you can't. So just Google which ones you can. So you start with a clear, right? A clear, energetic rock, mineral. And then from there, it's really, okay, so you guys know like an energetic, like, okay, so it's like a external hard drive. That's what this is. These are the Lyran Pleiadians came up with this. These are their hard drives. These are their energetic hard drives. So you can program whatever you want into it, whatever it is, and then it will vibrate that program indefinitely until you switch it. So you can program it for protection, you can program it for information or to hold a certain vibration. Like if you want to hold gratitude in your space, you can put that in there. And all you do is connect with it. So I literally hold it in my hand and say, I'm connecting with you now. I'm grateful to be working with you. And then from there, sometimes it'll talk back to you, just tell you where it's from, what its name is, whatever. That's a little, you got to be a little cuckoo to do that. So that's like me. And then from there, then just put whatever you want into it. And then that's it. And so it is. It's so easy. It's really, really so easy. And they're here for us, and they love us, and they're so cute. They have really cute spirits. Well, this one anyway. Maybe not some of the root chakra ones sometimes are more aggressive-y, which I love as well. So anyway. Ooh, I don't know what that was, but we just cleared something. Love it. Hey, Basira. I don't know if you're in here, but welcome, sis. So anyways, that's it, guys. I felt like this was good. I'm going to post this. So now I can say, if you want information on what I do, here, go look at this video. Oh, I love you guys so much. And then I'll be on tomorrow. Most likely, I think we're going to work on some money blocks. I don't know. It seems like this is what everyone, and for me even to get sucked into it when I'm transmuting for the collective, right? And then working on my shadow aspects of myself and recognizing, holy crap, I have a lot more reprogramming to do about money. And recognizing I was bitching about it, complaining, where's my money, da da da. So I had a lot of old templates to get rid of. I think it's probably something that's holding a lot of space for a lot of different beings and that we need to get rid of. So look out for that either tomorrow or within the rest of the week. I'll definitely be on tomorrow. I don't know what we're doing yet, though. Okay, guys. I love you all so much. Thank you guys for being here, especially in my, normal crew. Yay! Oh, yes, they have to email me back. I'm excited as well. So look out for that. And then what else? Yeah, guys, I'm going to be on with Z Energy. He has a podcast. I'm going to work with him on speaking more about healing. So look out for that. Well, we didn't even do it yet, so don't look out for that yet. But what else? Oh, yes. The 28th. So mark your calendar, guys. The 28th, I secured Nikki. So we're going to be doing dragon upgrades and activations, especially for this holiday season. I don't want to get anybody concerned, but we need to strap up. Let's just put it like that. So I think this is really important. And I'm going to try and secure her for next month as well. One time next month. Dragon upgrades explained. Yes, dragons are the most powerful beings in the physical. They're the most powerful, I guess, animals. Well, I don't know what they are. In the physical form. And in the astral. Is there something in my eye? I can't tell. If it's glitter, a lash, mascara, or if it's the filter, I don't know. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, dragons. So yeah, your dragon energy is the most fueled flame. I mean, you guys know what dragons are in Game of Thrones. I don't watch any of these shows, but I think they're in Game of Thrones or what. I don't know what kind of any of those movies that have the dragons in it. They're literally just the most powerful. And so it does take, at the Anu level, you have to have 2 dragons present to kind of just hold the frequencies in place. So that's always what I use Nikki for. Nikki, she's my dragon. She's my lead dragon. They're your lead protectors. Oh, that's what I meant to say. They're your lead protectors. Well, that's what you would make your lead protector if you're any sorts of smart. And they can fly fully into dark and fully into light outside of time and space, and they can just protect you on everywhere for everything. And so, but they need upgrades as well. And they need to be recalibrated to you, so to your channel, how you communicate to them. Even though it's being done in the background, it's very important. And then for me, I always do this before Halloween time. It's not that Halloween is any scarier than any other time. It's that people think it's scarier. The Christians, how I was raised, think it's scarier, which introduces fear. And so then you have beings of dark that are, only supposed to stay within whatever they're doing, and they get sassy and they get confident, and then they run amok because the veil is thin, because it is their time frame on the Earth grid. So for me, I'm like, let's all just strap up, especially with what's going on and how rabid the reptilians have been, how desperate the GOV is getting, as you all can see. So yeah, so for me, I'm like, let's all just strap up, recalibrate, get our ancestral team in line, in place, and everybody's right. Everybody's got their fresh new military suit on and all fresh new armor, fresh fire. Exactly. To be able to vibrate high, that's it. So, anyways, okay, that's it. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. Wait, more people came in that I know and love. I'm leaving, guys. Thank you guys for being here. Tonight was a talk and answering questions. Okay, good night, guys. Thank you guys. Oh, thank you guys so much for all the gifts. OGA Imperial Slaves of South. Hey, welcome. Sue. Okay, love you guys. Thanks for being here, and I'm gonna post this on YouTube. Okay, love you guys. And I'll be on tomorrow doing some sort of upgrades or healings. Okay, love you. Oh, thanks, Tanisha. Ah, I love that one. Okay. Oh,